Good morning, everyone. Mary here from A Recreated Life. Today I wanted to jump on and do a video about making your own iced coffee. It's getting warmer, and people like to have their iced coffee in the summertime, and it's very expensive if you go out and buy it. And there are people who want to have it every day. And I love iced coffee in the summer, but boy, the prices are exorbitant. So I thought I'd hop on and do a quick video and show you how my version of homemade iced coffee. It's really easy, it saves a ton of money, and if you just think ahead just a little bit, you guys can be prepared and do your own iced coffee at home. But first, before I start doing that, I wanted to just apologize to everybody. My video was a little late this week. Today's Saturday, and I usually upload a video on Fridays, but I was a little under the weather this week, so I was inevitable. I was in bed on Thursday all day. So anyway, I'm just getting back on my feet, and I thought I'd hop on and do this video. So I'm gonna just go to the kitchen and get started. Okay, you guys, so here are all the items that I use when I make my iced coffee. My first item is this fantastic cup that I got. It's a Pioneer Woman. It looks like a canning jar, but it's huge. That's why I like it. It's huge. When I make iced coffee, I want a lot of it. So there's that. This is the coffee that I use. I just buy this humongous container at Walmart. It is 3 pounds, and it's 11 something, so I'll say $12. And then this is the sugar that I use. I use Truvia. And it does come in the little packets, which I do like to use in my coffee because it's all pre-measured, but it's a little bit more expensive that way, so I buy it like this. It's for cooking, but who cares? I just use it. And then this is the coconut milk. I use coconut milk in my coffee for the creamer because I can't do dairy. And these right here, you guys, this is the best tip you could possibly imagine. In the morning, when you have any, I always have leftover coffee, and if you have any, pour it in an ice cube tray. And that way, you have ice cubes they're coffee ice cubes, so that when you make your iced coffee and the ice cubes melt, if it's regular water, it's going to water down your coffee. But if it's coffee ice cubes, it's just more coffee. So it doesn't dilute your coffee at all. It's a really great tip. This is leftover coffee that I had this morning, so this is what I'm going to use. So all that I do, guys, simple, simple, simple. I take a few ice cubes, however many I want, and I put them in my glass. And you can store these ice cubes in the container, in the tray in the freezer, or you can take them out and put them in a baggie. I've done that before too. In the summertime, if there's several of you who are having iced coffee, it's probably a good idea to put them in a a container, a baggie. So there's that. Then I pour in the coffee. Well, actually, let me put in my sugar. I just use a teaspoon, and I use just a regular, not a measuring teaspoon, but a teaspoon. Teaspoon of sugar, and I just pour in the coffee, and I pour in the creamer until it looks to my liking. I just pour it in. I leave a little bit of space because I do like quite a bit of cream. And so then I pour in my cream to however I like it. And again, you guys can use any kind of cream. If you use dairy cream, that's certainly acceptable. I'm going to put in a couple more ice cubes. I don't think it's ice cubey enough. And if it's a really hot day, you're going to want to fill this little baby up with ice cubes. So there. Now that's plenty of coffee. If you're going to work, or like on Saturdays is my errand run around day, I like to make some iced coffee. It's very thirst quenching in the summertime. So there you have it, guys. There's my iced coffee. And you get a whole big container of it, so you'll have plenty to go a nice long time while you're out running your errands or whatever. So let me go back to the computer. Okay, guys, so here's my coffee one more time. Yum, yum. Love it. Very thirst quenching in the summer. I don't know about you guys, but water doesn't quite seem to cut it in the summer. I want something more thirst quenching, and iced coffee does it. Okay, so I just wanted to hop back on and give you some facts and figures. Now, in my research, my sister helped me with this. So in our research, we found that there were so many coffee choices out there. I mean, there's a gajillion and five coffee creamers. There's powder ones, there's liquid ones in the refrigerator section. There are syrups that you can put in, flavorings of all kinds. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. So get creative, you guys. And my suggestion is, take the winter and experiment. You have leftover coffee every morning, so why not? Just try to experiment and come up with some new flavors. That's what my sister did. So anyway, I wanted to give you, because there's a gajillion different things that you can do, different coffees, different flavorings, different creamers, different sugars. Everybody likes their coffee in different ways. I'm just giving you an example of how I do it, and I wanted to tell you the facts and figures why I do it and why it's frugal. So anyway, that container, I wrote it all down. That container of coffee that I got, that big Folgers 3-pound container. That's $11 and something. So I rounded it up to $12. What I wanted to do here was figure out how much coffee, sugar, and creamer cost per serving. And that's what I did. So I figured that my Folgers that I got is $12. That works out to 24 pots of coffee. The coconut milk, it is... Oh, and anyway, I also wanted to say the Folgers, when I make a pot of coffee, I use 2 heaping tablespoons in my coffee drip maker. And I measured that out, and it equals approximately 1/4 cup. Anyway, I figured that makes 24 pots of coffee. Now, pots of coffee, I can get my morning coffee, which I always drink hot coffee. I can get ice cubes left over, and then every now and then I'll do ice cubes, and then every now and then I will do iced coffee. So when my ice cube trays are full, I'll just make iced coffee, if that makes sense. But anyway, the coconut milk that I use is $2.99 approximately, but I've seen it fluctuate. It goes up as high as $3.79, but most of the time it's $2.99 for that container, and I can get 32 cups of coffee. I use approximately 1/4 cup of that every time that I make my hot coffee in the morning. So I figured 32 servings, 32 cups of coffee I can get out of that $2.99 container. And then the Truvia that I got is a 24-ounce Truvia, and it is $6.50 at my grocery store. And sometimes I can get a coupon for that too, and also the coconut milk too. Sometimes I get coupons so I can get a better deal. But I use about 1.5 teaspoons of the Truvia in my cups of coffee. I didn't today. I just kind of threw it together today and kind of guesstimated. But anyway, in figuring what I do, so that's 16 cups of coffee I can get out of that Truvia packet. So in figuring it, after I figured the pricing, it came out to about $1. $1 for a cup of coffee, or $1 for that iced coffee that I just showed you. So 50 cents for, 40 cents for the Truvia, 10 cents for, 10 cents per serving for the actual coffee, and 50 cents for, excuse me, let me redo this. 10 cents per serving for the actual coffee, 50 cents per serving for the coconut milk, and 40 cents per serving for the Truvia. So that worked out to about $1. So I could make my iced coffee for $1, and this is a big container. It's huge, for $1. Now, I called my area Dunkin' Donuts to get some pricings that they had. Now, a large, I can't get over this, a large cup of black coffee, and they don't charge extra for cream and sugar. So, but a large cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts in my area is $3.40. A small, she couldn't remember the price off the top of her head, but it's around $2.90 for a small. So you guys, and it's nowhere near as big as this thing is. So you can save quite a bit. If you just want to go straight, coffee with cream and sugar, that's what I've done. If you want to do black coffee, it's even less because you wouldn't be adding in. I mean, you guys, if you just use iced black coffee, my figurings would be 10 cents per serving. 10 cents for all that coffee. That's amazing. But, of course, a lot of people like their lattes, and they like, French vanilla and mocha and all that. So my sister and I did a little bit of research. So I went to my grocery store, Hannaford's, and she went to Walmart. So we got some pricings for some different flavorings and creamers and so on and so forth. There's a certain syrup out there. It's called Torani, Torani. And she at Walmart got the flavorings of vanilla, caramel, and hazelnut, and it was $4.27 for 12.7 ounces. That is unbelievable. We both were shocked at how expensive everything was. There was a Starbucks flavoring that was also vanilla, caramel, and hazelnut, and that was $4.98 for 12.17 ounces. And then she found some Coffee Mate with all kinds of, this Coffee Mate has a ton of different flavors. And that was anywhere between $3.80 and $4 for a 32-ounce container in the refrigerated section. So, if you guys like that type of flavorings, go ahead and buy it and figure out what it costs you to make your homemade coffee. But with the pricings we found, no matter what you do, it's going to be cheaper. Now, my research at the grocery store, that same Torani brand, they had caramel and white chocolate, and it was $4.99. Excuse me. It was $4.99 for the same size container, like a 12.7 ounce container. And I also did some research on actual coffee. So they have cold brew coffee. I'm not really sure what the difference is. Quite frankly, I don't think there is a difference. I think they just market it that way just so they can charge more for it. But anyway, there was a Dunkin' Donuts cold brew coffee cup packs. Let's see, two pitchers. It made 2 pitchers of coffee for a cold brew. It was $8.89, you guys, $8.89 to make 2 pitchers of coffee. Now, I'm guessing a pitcher of coffee is probably not much bigger than that, because this is huge. It's a big container. And then I found a Grady's cold brew coffee, and it was bags. I guess it was there were 4 bags. Let's see, bean bags, 4. Makes 12 cups, and that was $8.99. So the cold brew coffee, you guys, don't even go there. Just get regular coffee at a deal. Then I found the Coffee Mate in the refrigerated section, like my sister did. She found all kinds of them. $3.80 to $4 for 32 ounces at Walmart. I found it for $3.69. Approximately $3.69 for 32 ounces at my grocery store. And they had Italian cream, French vanilla, coconut cream, hazelnut, vanilla, caramel, peppermint mocha, dark chocolate, and caramel latte. They did have a store brand Coffee Mate brand with not as many flavors for $2.89 for a 32-ounce container. But anyway, my sister was experimenting to see, if you like flavored coffee. She kind of was experimenting to find out what she could do for the summer. Like I said, you guys, do what she did. Practice in the winter. Practice with your coffees and try different things and see what you like. But anyway, she did a couple she did a mocha one, which was coffee, chocolate syrup, light cream, and a squirt can of cream. That was the mocha one. She did a French vanilla one that was coffee, vanilla, actual vanilla. I've done a video on how to make your own homemade vanilla. The only caution I have on that is if you use homemade vanilla, it's got vodka in it. So you want to be careful about that first thing in the morning. You don't want to go into work with that. But anyway, she used coffee, vanilla, light cream, and sugar. So that was the French vanilla one that she used. She used, same as I did, she did the black coffee cubes. She freeze black coffee cubes, frozen black coffee cubes, sweet cream, and coffee. I can't read her writing. Oh yeah, this is the nut. So her favorite was, you're not going to believe this, you guys, but her favorite was a coffee, she did a coffee mocha one. Now she did one, she said those are her coffees for the summer. She did one that was coffee, black coffee ice cubes, coffee ice cream, believe it or not, guys. And she said it was fantastic. She absolutely loved it. And then she did another one, which was all of that, plus a little squirt of mocha. So a little squirt of chocolate syrup. So that made it a little mocha-y. And she said it was fantastic. Now, I don't know what it would work out to per servings. You guys would have to do that, figure all that out. But you certainly can. I mean, it's easy enough to do. I think what I got for the prices at Dunkin' Donut were just for black coffee. That does not count all their frappuccinos and lattes and all that stuff. You guys, you can make it at home so much cheaper. Look at that. I mean, I figured it out for $1. Excuse me. Now, I will tell you that McDonald's every now and then, especially if you're 55 and older, I think it is, or retirement age or whatever it is, you can go in and get a coffee for $1. So that's a pretty good deal. I don't think it's the size that I make, though. So even then, but at least you know that, and if you're out and about, you can always consider McDonald's. So anyway, you guys, I hope that helps, and I hope you try it. If you guys have done any of your homemade iced coffees, make a comment below, because I'd love to know what your flavors were. My sister was having fun trying all these different flavors out. But I've seen them all different kinds, all different flavors, and to me, the Coffee Mates are a fantastic option because there's so many flavors. The only thing I've been brave to try was almond milk instead of coconut milk, and I did not like it at all, and my sister didn't either. I do not like almond milk in coffee. Coconut milk I do like. It did take some getting used to. It took me a while to adjust, but I adjusted, and it's fine. I really love it now. That's how I drink my coffee all the time. I can't quite do dairy. It kind of bothers me and stuffs me up. And another thing I wanted to mention was, I don't know if I mentioned it when I was filming in the kitchen, but you can make the ice cubes black coffee, or let me just tell you that if you do that in your iced coffee as you're drinking and the ice cubes are melting, your coffee gets stronger. So just keep that in mind when you add the sugar and cream. Or you can make the coffee, take the leftover coffee that you have every morning and put cream and sugar in it, and then freeze that so that it's all, it's not going to make your coffee stronger. It's going to be the same. So I've done it both ways, and I like it both ways. So either way, you guys, you're using leftover coffee. So what a savings. Give it a try and see what you guys think. I'm sure you can come up with some great flavorings. Like my sister added the vanilla, and, get creative. Just think about what it is you like. I've done this also with green tea. I'm not a big iced tea fan, but you certainly could do it with iced tea. Take iced tea, make it up, put it in the trays, and then you've got your ice cubes that are all it won't dilute your iced tea as you're out and about. I've done it with green tea. I like to add a little tiny bit of that Truvia to my green tea, so I make it up one day with the sugar that I like, freeze the ice cubes, and then the next day I make green tea and heat in this, and just add the green tea ice cubes, because green tea is really mild anyway, and you really don't want to dilute that because it'll be just water. So yeah, give it a try. I fully recommend giving it a try because it can save you so much money. And if you're a couple and you both drink, that's going to be a big savings for you. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I'm sorry for the lateness of it, but couldn't be helped this week. So a comment below. Let me know what you guys think, if you liked it, and what you guys have tried. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you're notified every time I upload a video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.